I should have been did this. I don't know. I don't know why I was so scared, but I really love it. And I'm so glad that I went through this journey. So if you're thinking about cutting your hair for any reason, I hope that my story kind of assists you. Maybe I'm out here in Mexico, who's gonna redo my locks? Like, I'm in the worst place ever for this to be happening in general, away from family. Okay, you guys. I know you guys have been seeing me with my haircut like this for a minute, but it hasn't even been a month. And I'm enjoying life. I don't know, it's like a new me. It's like I've always should have did this. I should have been did this. I don't know. I don't know why I was so scared, but I really love it. And I'm so glad that I went through this journey. So if you're thinking about cutting your hair for any reason, I hope that my story kind of assists you. Maybe you have a similar story. If not, post a reason why you're thinking about cutting your hair, your fears below, and let's get started, okay? So I should have did this last March, okay? I should have did this last March. I was just gonna do half of my head. I was in an altercation, and my hair was in braids and it was pulled, but I had locks, right? And no, it wasn't a woman. Okay, let's start there. So that's the bitch assery. Okay, just crazy shit that was going on. But it all has led me to who I am today. So, really no regrets. But the journey was long to get here. And fear was a big part of that. So I was like, man. And I usually roll with the punches. So when this happened, I was like, I'm going to have to do something. I have to cut half of my hair. I was like, I'm going to have to do something. I'm out here in Mexico. Who's going to redo my locks? Like, I'm in the worst place ever for this to be happening in general, away from family, away from loved ones, away from people who could actually assist, especially with hair care. And now this, like, now I'm in the worst position that I can be in right now. I got locks because of this journey. I started my locks because I knew in a couple years I'm going to be in a tropical area and I'm going to need my hair. I don't want an afro. I don't want to deal with hair care products and all that stuff. I don't want to deal with shrinkage. I didn't want to deal with any of that. So I started this journey because I knew I didn't know where yet, but I knew I was going to be on somebody's island, somebody's tropical area, in a place where doing hair and my hair didn't need to be my focal point. It didn't need to be the center of my life, because hair can be a lot. Hair can be a lot. So I definitely should have cut my hair after this altercation, but because it's locks, you're able to put them back in. So the abuser assisted in putting the locks back in. And then, of course, you're not supposed to get them wet for some time. So, you know, how you have locks and go to the beach and are scared to get in the water because you don't want your locks to fly away or to float away. Isn't that's stupid. It's stupid. Like, why do I have locks at this time? Like, what's the point of my locks at this time? So it's 2 months, and now I'm in another country, and I'm brushing my locks. And one comes out, and it's just like a flood of emotions. And I try to suppress them for their sake, you know what I'm saying? For their sake, I try to suppress my own emotions, and it just was very toxic. And every time I had to be very careful with my hair, very nurturing to my hair, even though you're supposed to be careful with your hair, but with locks, be fucking for real. Why did I have to be scared to wash my hair and brush my hair and get in water and be extra careful, make sure my hair was in a ponytail? And no, I have locks. My hair should be flowing in the water. I should be able to come out, the water dripping, all of that. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have to worry about any of that. So that was just something that was going on for spring, March. And keep in mind, it is the hottest part. May and April is the hottest part of where I'm at in Merida, Mexico. I'm talking 108 degrees on average, 104 to 108 by 9 a.m. By 9 a.m. No, I would say 8. By 8 a.m., it's 90 degrees. By 8 a.m., it's 90 degrees. I'm waking up going to the gym early, but that's besides the point. After about 2 months of not getting them wet and brushing my hair and one falling out and me suppressing my emotions, I was like, okay, I can't keep living like this. Well, he was left in the other country, never to be seen again. Blew up my phone, made multiple numbers, the whole shebang. Y'all think that shit is cute? It's not. It's not, especially if they're crazy. It's not. It's giving very much stalkerish. Very much insane, very much fear for your life if they find you type shit. So in July, I had a friend who's had locks. She has 5 kids. She has locks for about 10 to 13 years. She has combined her locks. So she went ahead and assisted me, and I appreciate her so much. I appreciate her for assisting and helping me keep my locks for a couple more months, because I was able to do some really cute styles, y'all. I was doing a couple extensions. I was popping my shit, okay? For the end trial of these locks, I was really like popping my shit, doing the damn thing. And I was like, okay, my locks are in here. They're long and strong. I was like, okay, my locks are long and strong, doing what they need to do. I can definitely go the distance. I'm glad I got them put back in, you know? But then I came back, and it's still like, I still felt like I had to be careful with my locks, because here and there I would be doing my hair and it would come out and it would just be like a reminder of what was. And when I started my locks, a lot of people believe that hair holds energy and holds memory. So, and that was one of my beliefs as well. That's why I was contemplating and playing about it. If you know me, I'm a jokester. Like, I tell my, when you see me bald headed one day, when you see me without no hair one day, just know, you know. And I was saying that for months, but my spirit knew. My spirit really knew, like, okay, this is gonna happen. We don't know when, but you're on your way to it. So, with me just playing around and like playing with the idea, like, I'm not gonna have no hair one day. Like, one day this is gonna be gone. So it's like these series of events of me having to be very careful. It just wasn't making any sense. Why am I being careful with locks? Why am I being so careful? Why can't I get in the water? Why can't I wash my hair? Why can't I do what I need to do freely because of what happened 6, 7, 9 months ago? You know what I'm saying? Like, tragic tragedy. But again, it led me to where I'm at today. So yeah, after I went back to the States and my hair was doing what it did, I still had those times where I brushed my hair and a lock or two would come out and it would just, y'all, it was not fun. So my final straw was in November, and I was coming up on my year celebrating, and I think it was like right before that, I had probably did like a retwist, but it was like right before that, 1 or 2 had came out in the front, and I was just over it. I'm like, it's in the front again. I can't keep attaching these locks. My hair is screaming to be free. I just can't do it. And I was going to, I had ordered a wig, and I was gonna try and save my locks and put the wig on, wear it for a couple months while it's the colder season here, even though I'm hot. I'm so hot right now. It's the colder season, and wear that for a couple months so my roots could get thicker, and then a loctician was gonna come back and visit, and then I was gonna, you know, get my locks repaired. But after that, it's just like, it's so much memory. I had an ex-fiance. I started them with an ex-fiance. Then I was with another abusive ex. One was emotional, one started physical. Within a couple weeks of moving out of the country, started to get physical. So, and if you want signs on if you want tips on how to read the signs to know that that's where they're leading, let me know, because that video will be coming very soon, okay? So just let me know if that's what you want. So y'all don't have to go through what I go through. I went through it. You don't have to. I want all of you guys to be in a better position than I was, of course. So, yeah. So it's just like, okay, I know I'm about to do this thing. So it's the end of the month. I'm wearing a wig. It didn't stay on for long. You know, I just threw my hair up in a high ponytail and then just had it cover my face. And that's what I was doing for a good little minute in the summertime too. And it was cute. I liked my little hot pony. You didn't see a lot of people doing that. So, it's just like Ariana Grande. Her hair mistake became her staple. She was we remember Victoria's where she had that red hair. She was always dyeing it. Well, she had to put her hair up in a bun because her hair was thinning. And so when she was putting it up in that high ponytail, that became her staple. You know what I'm saying? So that was one of my staples. Like, my hair was in a high ponytail at all times. So I started doing that again, but I just knew I started getting like tarot readings and stuff like that about, you know, you're going to do something drastic with your hair. But yeah, my last straw was in November when 1 or 2 came out and it was in the front, and I was just like, yo, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. I didn't know when, but I was like, I'm gonna do it before the new year. So I had told my friend, I had went to my first dance class, and when we came back, I'm like, yeah, I'm about to cut my hair. Like, she's like, all off, and she was like, man. She was like, I can't do that. I got a weird shaped head. And that had another fear. I was like, dang, what if my head is shaped weird? Like, you know what I'm saying? Just like another, like, something I didn't think of. So with that being said, I was going to do it that night because it was a full moon. So it's a good time to get rid of that energy. But it ended up being 2 days later on a Thursday. Wednesday night, I was just up. Mine was just running. I think that Tuesday when I came in from dance class, I had went ahead and cut just like a line, and I was like, okay, this is what, like, practicing, like, this is what you about to look like. So I had already started cutting, so it is what it was. I didn't cut that much, but I cut like 5 or 6 locks, and I was like, okay, it just is what it is. So that Wednesday, you know, I think I started my cycle, and then I was like, you know, I'm glad I didn't cut it, because then I would have been like, oh, the emotions and whatnot. So Wednesday night, I'm feeling better. I'm like, okay, I need to find me a barber. So I hit up a couple barbers that people put in the Facebook group, and I came across Terrence. He has a YouTube channel as well. So what's up? I'm gonna tag him below. Go ahead and follow him. I didn't know whether he was Black, Mexican, whatever, but the prices were good. He was closest to me. It was divine alignment, okay? Divine alignment. So I ended up setting the appointment for about 12 hours later, because I probably hit everybody up probably like 2, 3 a.m. Like, I was just up. Maybe it was like 1, whatever, but I ended up going to see him around 4. And when he opened the gate, it was a Black man, and I was like, yes, I see you, universe. I see you working. I see you working. So 23 years experience. He knew how to do designs. I showed him what I wanted, and he made me feel very comfortable. I was the first person in his new shop. Okay. So if y'all are in Merida, Mexico, if y'all are even just a couple hours away in Tulum and y'all want y'all a fire haircut, take the ADO bus. Come get you a cut. Come get you a chop from the best. Okay. But he made me feel very comfortable. He started cutting it off little by little, what little I had. I have the video of me cutting my locks too, so if y'all want to see that, let me know. But yeah, what little I had, I was like, I know there's no hair, but still go a little bit slow. So he just chopped it a little bit at a time till I was comfortable. Gave me my design, and baby, I was ready to go. It was a fresh, new me. I felt good. I was like, okay. And another reason why I was scared was I had this fear, was because in July, 2 months after my breakup, my skin just started breaking out like crazy. And I didn't know what was going on. It just started breaking out so crazy. I'm like, what is going on? And with hair and stuff, you could kind of hide behind it. You know, you could use that as like a distraction, whatever. But there was no distraction. So it's like, I know that my skin, y'all see my skin, is looking so much better. I did a fast. You can watch that video on that. After that fast, my period symptoms basically disappeared. What? So on a scale of 1 to 10, my period pain was probably a 2, a 1 or a 2. Like, it was very low. But anyway, I went ahead and cut my hair, and baby, when I tell you it was one of the best things, I showed my friend the next day. She was like, so I have reactions of people who saw me with my haircut, and it was all positive. So that's my story of why I cut my hair. I hope your story is not as tragic. I hope you have like I just want to be a new me and do it. I'm trying to encourage you to do it, because one thing about it, it's a mindset thing. So get your mindset together. 2, it's hair. It's gonna grow back. 3, if it don't look good, girl, get a wig. But at the end of the day, you're gonna look bad. You're gonna look the baddest. You're gonna turn heads. Even with my haircut, walking down the street, still getting hollered at. You know what I'm saying? Right after my haircut, I had a cap on, went to the park, still got a date. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, girl, be confident. When you cut your hair, it's just you. It's just you out here. You can't hide behind anything. It's just you, your personality, your aura, and that bad bitchery. Okay? You're just out here. You're just out here popping your shit. Okay? So that's the reason why I cut my hair. You know, it feels good. I'm loving it. The sun do be getting to my neck a little bit, though. I'm not gonna lie about that. So if you do it, try to do it. I don't know. The wintertime that it's gonna hit. So I don't know. I haven't got there yet, but to any of my girls, any of my guys too, like what do y'all do when the sun hitting your neck? What do you do? Let me know. Anyway, you guys, thank you for coming to another Key to Life, where we elevate spiritually, physically, emotionally, and we grow in self-love. Okay, so this is my self-love journey. It's time to start over, start fresh, start anew, and this is me. Love you. So the reason why I cut my hair is probably not as profound, prolific. The story may not be as crazy, or it might be crazy to you. I don't know. But I cut my hair for a number of reasons, but it took me so long to do it. So here's how it went down.